Police in Brazil say they foiled a bomb threat at a Lady Gaga concert over the weekend. And the Vatican says one of Pope Francis's final wishes was for one of his Popemobiles to be turned into a mobile health clinic for the children of Gaza. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. President Trump says Americans voted for him to cut down on illegal immigration. But in an interview with NBC, Trump said he didn't know if he needs to uphold the Constitution. This answer came when he was asked about whether people should receive due process under the Constitution, including people who are illegally in the U.S. Trump replied he has lawyers who work for him and that he would follow the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, Trump says he is directing the Federal Bureau of Prisons to reopen and expand Alcatraz. The former federal prison is on an island in San Francisco Bay. From member station KQED, Rachel Vasquez has more.
In a social media post, Trump celebrated the island's history as a maximum security penitentiary, saying in the past the U.S. didn't hesitate to, quote, lock up the most dangerous criminals and keep them far away from anyone they could harm. He said he wants the island to once again house the nation's most violent offenders. A spokesperson for the Bureau of Prisons says they comply with all presidential orders and will share more information when they have it. Alcatraz hasn't been a working prison in more than 60 years, but remains a popular tourist destination. A spokesperson for Governor Gavin Newsom called the proposal a distraction. For NPR News, I'm Rachel Vasquez.
Separately, Trump says he is instituting a 100% tariff on movies produced outside of the U.S. NPR's Mandalit Del Barco reports.
On social media, Trump wrote that America's movie industry is, quote, dying a very fast death, and that Hollywood is, quote, being devastated by other nations that draw filmmakers and studios away from the U.S. with incentives, something he calls a national security threat. His post did not give any details about his tariff plan, but it appears to be his solution to the fact that many American films and TV shows are produced internationally. Countries like Canada, the UK, and Australia give productions lucrative tax incentives, rebates, and grants. Trump blames California Governor Gavin Newsom for allowing that to happen, but Newsom has already proposed boosting his state's tax incentives. Mandalit Del Barco, NPR News, Los Angeles.
Police in Brazil say they foiled a bomb threat aimed at the free Lady Gaga concert in Rio de Janeiro on Saturday night. Officials say police arrested 2 people connected with the alleged attempted attack. NPR's Andrew Limbong has more.
More than 2 million people gathered at Copacabana Beach on Saturday night to dance and sing. According to a police statement, the group allegedly responsible for the planned attack were targeting children, adolescents, and the LGBTQIA+ community using improvised explosives and Molotov cocktails. The 2 unnamed people arrested included the alleged leader of the group and a teenager who police say was storing child pornography. A spokesperson for Lady Gaga told the Associated Press that the pop star only learned about the alleged threat via media reports Sunday morning, and that her team worked closely with law enforcement and was confident in the safety measures in place. Andrew Limbong, NPR News.
Starting today, the U.S. government is resuming collection of student loans from borrowers who are in default. People who are behind in their loans may find their benefits and wages will be garnished. This payment system has been suspended since the start of the pandemic. Israel plans to limit the way food and supplies are distributed in Gaza. Israel says it's part of a strategy to expand its military offensive in Gaza. The United Nations and made aid groups in Gaza are refusing to take part. NPR's Anas Baba in Gaza contributed to this report from NPR's Daniel Estrin in Tel Aviv.
Israel's cabinet approved a new plan to isolate Hamas from the aid system by sending Palestinians to an Israeli-controlled zone in southern Gaza to get food and supplies. In northern Gaza, resident Bassem Shaneura criticized the plan.
Absolute crazy. How we would be going 30 or 40 kilometers to take food parcels. And they told us it's like dry food, not a fresh food, which made us feel like animals, actually.
The UN says the plan violates humanitarian principles by using aid for military aims. Israel has imposed a more than 2-month aid ban on Gaza, fueling hunger. Daniel Estrin, NPR News, Tel Aviv, with Anas Baba in Gaza City.
The Vatican says that one of the Popemobiles used by Pope Francis is going to be turned into a mobile health clinic. Pope Francis directed that it be used as a health clinic for children in Gaza. The Vatican says this was one of Francis's final wishes. The news comes as Roman Catholic cardinals prepare to select the church's next pontiff. An exhibit in a federal building in Washington that honored victims of gun violence no longer exists. The Trump administration has taken down the memorial created by the Department of Justice under President Biden. NPR's Kristen Wright reports some families are upset over the decision.
The Trump administration removed all 120 portraits from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Robert Godwin Sr.'s portrait and biography were part of the Faces of Gun Violence exhibit. His daughter, Brenda Joyner, is upset, especially because she wasn't notified beforehand.
Should there have been some bit of notification to us? Absolutely. But do I want my dad's picture sitting at the bottom of a dumpster? Hell no. No.
The Justice Department, in a statement to NPR, says, quote, the ATF will continue to honor the memory of all victims of violent crime, while at the same time preserving the rights of law-abiding Americans. A spokesman didn't answer a question asking where the portraits are now. Kristen Wright, NPR News.
Some of the most fashionable people in the country will be at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York tonight. The Met Gala is held annually on the first Monday in May. NPR's Jennifer Vanasco has a preview.
It's known as the Party of the Year, filled with celebrities in creative and beautiful clothes. NBA star LeBron James is the honorary chair. The host committee includes luminaries like gymnast Simone Biles, director Spike Lee, and the singer Usher. As always, the gala supports the museum's Costume Institute. The dress code this year is tailored for you, inspired by the museum's spring show, which is centered on suiting and menswear and focuses on Black style. Individual tickets for the gala start at $75,000. Jennifer Vanasco, NPR News, New York.
I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News in Washington.